Okay, the last of my bonus reading for February, or what I've now touted as my Self-Love on Sunday edition. I am going to do my fire signs. So this is a self-love read for my fire signs. I will still do a post on Tuesday, which will be about the upcoming Mercury retrograde. But this one was a bonus, and is about self-love because I was feeling like I needed some extra this week. So I feel like there could be many of you out there in the collective that also needed an extra dose of self-love. So this is a self-love read for my fire signs, which are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The first card tells me something to love about yourself. The second card tells me something to be patient about yourself. The third card tells me where you can be kinder to yourself. And the last card tells me energies and strategies to draw on. So I do my Lenormand deck with a tarot side by side for each of those. And then of course I pull a what's the tea as something to look out for. So where can my fire signs, or what can my fire signs love about themselves? And of course you get the sun and the tree of life. So you are full of life energy, fire signs. We know this about you. Bright, fiery, fun, positive energy. So people also want to be around you. So you can love that about yourself, but people also love that about you. Then where you can be more patient with yourself is when you're feeling stuck or living in fear or anxiety, like you're feeling the pressure and you're feeling powerless, like you can't make it happen right away. Not everything needs to be a big grand moment. I know you like your grand moments, fire signs, but not everything has to be a giant moment. So when it's not something that you expected, or it's not as big as you expected, not everything is supposed to be such a show or a big statement. Sometimes the little things can mean even more than the big statements. So be kinder to yourself, or more patient with yourself. I'm in the more patient. Kinder is next. Be more patient with yourself with these things, because not everything needs to be over the top. So be a little bit more patient with yourself in your, hungriness for such grand gestures or moments. Sometimes it doesn't have to be those. And then where you can be kinder to yourself is that when you're feeling like maybe you didn't, man up, for lack of better terms, or woman up, in a certain situation. Maybe you handled it with some reaction from your inner child, or you let some inner subconscious handle the situation, and you could have been a little more mature about it. Be kinder to yourself. Don't judge yourself over that. Things happen. Identify where you think you mishandled maybe, and see how you can handle it better, but don't beat yourself up over it. And then energies and strategies to focus on is make sure you're evaluating things for security before you're just jumping into them or trusting someone, or because sometimes in your hunger and desires to have these, big moments and be the sunshine that everyone is drawn to, or the fire that everyone is drawn to, you can be a little bit hasty, and sometimes, unfortunately, someone that is not so trustworthy can take advantage of you. So make sure you're paying attention and looking for the securities before you're allowing someone to jump in and either steal your thunder or your idea, or potentially even worse. So make sure you're evaluating the scenario. Is where you should focus your energy and your strategies, is evaluate the scenario before you fully trust those around you, and trust your gut on that as well. And then the T is bad reputation. So yeah, I think sometimes my fire signs can get a little bit of a bad reputation because they can be so, you know, hungry and energetic and ready to take on the world and tackle the scenario. But I think this is definitely in the energies and strategies scenario. You know, take everything in and try to make a conscious decision instead of letting your fire just take control. This will help you feel, you know, more patient with yourself and kinder to yourself. So I hope that helped with a little bit of self-love for my fire signs on Sunday. Like, comment, share, and come back on Tuesday for our Mercury retrograde reads, and take care of yourself.